Ben, Spirited Drives and Unreliable Cars. Follow up to the last video. Yet another Mini. My God, he's going to do 2 videos of Minis in a row. If you caught the last video, you know that we took the black 1992 Mini that we affectionately call Stanley and drove it 2,000 some odd miles from Idaho to Washington to Texas. And then a few days later, I went back up and retrieved the 67 Austin Mini Estate, which we call Humphrey. And I told you that I was crazy because I was going to do this almost back to back. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was thinking, well, it won't be as bad the second time around. No, it was worse in some ways. This car is a hoot. It's gorgeous. We made it. If you saw the last video, you know that Stanley did not quite make it. 160 miles short from our final destination here in Texas, and the ignition system crapped out. I will say that my 67 made it all the way here, but it was brutal. We had colder weather and the little heater couldn't quite keep up, so froze a little bit. And this one's got the 10-inch wheels, the other one's got the 13s, and I gotta tell you, when you're driving on 10s, you feel every single bump. You feel, I mean, if there's a cockroach on the road, you feel it. And I was stupid. I decided I would try a new route. I deviated from the route that I normally use, where I go down through Nevada and Arizona, cross over Tucson into Texas, of course through New Mexico. And this time I followed that about halfway, rolled across the border from Nevada into Arizona, and I went a kind of a northern route up through Flagstaff, Williams Flagstaff, and into New Mexico that way. And I'm going to tell you folks, I will never drive that route again. New Mexico highways are the worst. I beat the hell out of this car. It made it all the way here. That's awesome. But little things here and there. The heater switch broke. I did lose the windshield wipers. They're kind of working again. I don't know what that was all about. The most dramatic thing that happened is sawed off a lot of the rubber on the front tires. Now they are Yokos, so they're a little softer rubber, and I'm pretty sure that the alignment and all that, the towing was set perfect on it. I just think the highways were so freaking horrible that I messed up the towing, especially on the, I believe it's the passenger side front. I'm almost sawing these things off. I got a new set of tires sitting in the shop that I'll throw on here in the next week or so. Go with a little harder rubber this time. But you know what? The car runs awesome. James Thompson, again, up at A-Series Northwest. I know I talk about him a lot, but he makes good stuff, and this is no exception. The car ran beautiful. So anything that happened other than that's got nothing to do with James. Got to do with horrible roads. By the way, I also swung in through Las Vegas. I did not know they were setting up for the big F1 races, so that was all chewed up, and driving a classic Mini on the Vegas Strip was not as fun as it might have been, but that's all right. What else can I say about it? I guess that's about it. The car did very, very well as far as how it runs. James, once again, you did good. 2,440 miles, I think. I can't quite manage as much a top end on this one. This one's actually got a larger motor, certainly a lot more torque. Maybe it's just because I'm running the 10s. I know the final drive on it is certainly tall enough, but I think maybe just because I was running 10s instead of 13s, I can comfortably cruise at about 65. I can go faster, whereas my black one I can comfortably cruise about 70 to 75, but that's okay. So yeah, we made it. 2 Minis, 2 trips, 2,400 miles each. Couldn't be happier. Got my Minis down in Texas.